Have you ever wanted to visit an alpine lake? Well, here in New Mexico, we have lots of them, and we're going to show you 6 alpine lakes that would be great for day hikes or backpacking. Now, what is an alpine lake? It's a lake that is at high altitude that freezes over in the winter. These hikes are all in wilderness areas, so they're remote, no cell service, and you need to pack in and pack out. So keep that in mind when you're going. The best time to visit, late May to early October when the snow is gone. You can hike them in the wintertime, but you need to make sure you have microspikes and possibly even snowshoes. Number 1 on our list is the easiest, Williams Lake in Taos. The parking lot for Williams Lake is past the ski area and past the Bavarian restaurant. It's 2 miles each way and over 1,000 feet elevation gain. You'll pass some of the ski lifts, and then the trail goes straight up to the lake. Recent bad weather has closed a part of it, and they have rerouted it, so it doesn't look exactly like my photos here. But it is a beautiful lake and it's easy to reach, and it's definitely family friendly. If your kids can do a 2-mile hike each way, then by all means go to Williams Lake. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it sits at the foot of Wheeler Peak, the tallest mountain in New Mexico. It is popular though, so expect more people. Next on our list is Middle Fork Lake at Red River. Now this parking lot is a little difficult to reach. It's down a dirt road, but the hike is only 2.5 miles each way, and its parking lot is also the parking lot for 2 other alpine lakes. But we're just going to discuss Middle Fork Lake this time. It is a gorgeous lake up at 10,800 feet. The hike up is nothing but switchbacks in the forest, not a lot of views, but it's a pretty easy hike, and we saw quite a few people there when we were there. So if you're visiting Red River, definitely go check out this hike. Nambe Lake is number 3 on our list, and it's a lot more difficult than the first 2. You park at the Santa Fe Ski Basin parking lot, and there will be lots of cars there. This is the most popular hike in New Mexico by my estimation. And the trail goes up Windsor Trail, and there'll be several turns, but it's a difficult hike just because of the terrain. There are lots of ups and downs, but you're through a beautiful forest. Just remember when you make that turn to go to Nambe Lake off of Windsor Trail to stay close to the creek, and pretty soon it'll open up to this beautiful, beautiful lake. It is amazing, but it is very popular. So if you're going on the weekend, expect lots of people. Number 4 on our Alpine Lake list is Stewart Lake. Now you can access this from a couple of different points. We prefer the Holy Ghost Campground as our entry point because it is just spectacular. You're by a river most of the way up. You get beautiful forest and flowers. It is my favorite hike. It is gorgeous. There are lots of campsites there. We do recommend this one as an overnight just because you want to stay in the area and check it out. It is absolutely gorgeous up there. As I said, there are several access points to get to this lake. Holy Ghost, or some people do it from the Torero side at Cowles. There's a parking lot there. A lot of people come up just for fishing for the day, but it's 6.5 miles each way, and it is just spectacular. But there's plenty of signage, so you won't get lost getting to this hike. This lake, there are actually 2 lakes there, but the main big lake is the one you should visit. And if you're staying overnight like we did, you want to go to that one. Wow. It's just a wow hike, and it's a wow lake. There are campsites with fire pits all the way around this lake. But do be aware that there are no restrooms up here, folks, so take a trowel so that you can dig a 6-inch hole for you know what, and do cover it up and pack out your toilet paper. Nobody wants to see that. Aspens, aspens, aspens. Number 5 on our list is Trampus Lakes, and there's actually Hidden Lake just close by, so you can knock out 3 Alpine Lakes on one trip.
So we have arrived at Trampus Trailhead, and we'll be going up in that general direction.
The access to these trails is on the northwest side of the Pecos Wilderness, which is where you'll be hiking into. It is in the middle of nowhere, so make sure you check your maps for driving instructions to get there. There's a lot of bumpy dirt roads, so a high clearance vehicle is recommended. But once you get here, it's an amazing hike. Some people do this as a day hike, but definitely recommend that you do it as a backpacking destination. But it's a pretty rugged trail. When Ron was there was a lot of deadfall to climb over, so just be prepared for almost anything. It is worth it once you get there. These 3 lakes are at over 11,000 feet altitude, and you will definitely feel it here. But you will really enjoy the scenery and the quiet. When Ron was there, they only saw a couple of other people who just came in and left immediately. They were the only campers for the night.
Just from all that hyperventilating to get the fire going at 11,500 feet.
It's wet. It's wet up here.
Got some wet wood. But yeah, at least it's, throw that rock back in. Get your
Number 6 on our list is, of course, Lake Katherine. This trail starts from the Santa Fe Ski Basin, just like Nambe Lake. You'll park at the same parking area and start on Windsor Trail, the same starting point. However, there will be a turnoff to go up to Lake Katherine. And this trail is not for the faint of heart. This is not for the family unless everyone is used to hiking at 11,000 feet altitude on rocky terrain for miles and miles and miles. It is a beautiful, epic hike, and anyone who's been into the desert Southwest will ask if you've done Lake Katherine yet. And this is what they're talking about. If you are a backpacker, this is a bucket list destination. Everyone asks about this when we talk about backpacking in New Mexico. Lake Katherine. You gotta go. So that's it for our 6 alpine lakes you should try to visit. They were Williams Lake, Middle Fork Lake, Nambe Lake, Stewart Lake, Trampus Lake and Hidden Lake, and Lake Katherine. There are lots and lots of other alpine lakes in New Mexico, and we just haven't been to all of them yet. There's always next year. So if you enjoyed this video and found the information useful, please give us a thumbs up. It really does help our channel. And think about subscribing and hit that notification bell. If you subscribe, you won't miss any more of our videos and our information about hiking, backpacking, and camping. And as I always say, get out there and hug a tree. Enjoy nature, and thanks for watching.